But yes, slavery and cannibalism and the lessening of different people of different races is as old as America itself. Like, you know that where the term motherfucker comes from, right? And why you shouldn't really use it and why it's almost as bad as the N-word for white people to use, for anyone to use. But motherfucker comes from, they would make males, young slaves, have sexual intercourse with the previous generation's females, their mothers, their aunts, their cousins, their grandmothers. They would force them at gunpoint to the men to have sex with those older generations. And that's where the term motherfucker comes from, to break their spirit and to make them feel less than human. That's where the term motherfucker comes from. And that's just, a tidbit of the wondrous, endless list of things that American slavery accomplished that we're not taught about in school at all. And again, breeding plantations, which again, the more research you do, the more you understand why there really needs to be a difference of understanding between pre-American slavery and slavery in the rest of history and the rest in a different context. Because most of the rest of slavery was out of indentured servitude. You were prisoners of war that were forced to be slaves. But even after a while, you had a way out of slavery. You had a way out through indentured servitude. You could become a citizen after so many years of being a slave, or someone else came in, decided to free you, then you became a citizen. There were ways out of becoming a slave. For chattel American slavery, that was never an option. Like, you were born a slave, you died a slave, there was no way of getting out unless somebody granted you your freedom. And again, massive industry, slavery, from breeding to death. And in between was just unending torture. And now that that's illegal in most of the world, or all of the world, hopefully, eventually, it's now just being practiced behind closed doors and done to people to the point where they just end up dead because they can't risk them speaking out about what's being done to them. It all needs to be burned down to the fucking ground. And I'm one of those guys who tries to say, we could rebuild the system from the bottom up. But no, the system all needs to come burning down to the ground in a massive, quick, irreversible fashion. Humanity has failed. Civilization has failed. And now it is time to stop, look around, burn it all down, and rebuild and do better. You can't fix stupid, but sometimes you can charge admission.